Death Race 2000, 1975 is a wretchedly unfunny, unentertaining film. And frankly, I was surprised by that. Seriously, how do you make a film that is this bad with Sylvester Stallone, David Carradine, Martin Kove, a whole host of others? Some of the imagery is so over the top, and the pro wrestling sort of motifs of each of the drivers in the race is almost tickles your funny bone. You're more or less aghast at flying swastikas and spiked helmets. But there's nothing about the film that really... Well, there's nothing about it that really grabbed me. Growing up watching science fiction, I heard about Death Race 2000. Always thought it was about a dystopian future. It was something like Rollerball, something along the lines of Soylent Green. Finding out that it was meant to be a humorous parody of something, I was stunned when I finally sat down to watch this film. And there's nothing about it that remotely felt like it worked. Maybe it was the overarching disappointment of seeing the posters and images from the film in the sci-fi culture for so long and having these high expectations of a real gritty dystopian future. But we get a completely nonsensical situation where the status of the world in America is not even clear. Mr. President, without a name, lives in Moscow and then Beijing part of the year. The race to just run to extra points for old people. I was expecting that there would be a lot more to this film. And again, it is obviously a parody on the sporting culture, on American flag-waving patriotism, but in the most minimalist straw man sort of form, they've drawn up a caricature of what they think American patriotism and the American view of itself in the world is, and then blended it with the worst aspects of pro wrestling culture, and then just slung mud at it for a couple of hours. And it's like, what? This isn't even smart. When the guys from South Park can do Team America, World Police, as crude and crass and disgusting as those men are, and it's still smart, it's way smarter than Death Race 2000, boy, you really flopped and failed in your attempt to do anything properly. Building up all the injuries and wounds of Frankenstein, the national hero, which of course is also complete hogwash. When he pulls off his mask, it's a cover. They still talk about his limbs being replaced as though that were true, but there's no evidence of that when we see his body. Why would we believe that when the mask means? And again, this is such a shallow facade. The movie is more of a shallow facade, like the mask itself, than anything they were attempting to do commentary on. It was just dumb. I couldn't stand it. I do not recommend it. But hey, if you can find it for free on Tubi like I did, prepare to be appalled and let me know what you think.